Hi everybody. So this year, I think more than any other year in our past, since I've been alive at least, I think gardening is going to be a huge issue this year, and I think a lot of us are planning on doing a lot more gardening than we have in the past, and hopefully getting more organized in our gardening. So I thought that what I would do this year is everything I do in my garden, I'm going to take you step by step through with me. I'll try to make a video and post it within 24 hours of me doing something. So if I do something like today, I harvested these onion seeds from last year, and you're going to see a video on that pop up tomorrow. So I'm just going to keep things real and in real time for how I garden. I am, I would say, a very experienced gardener, small-scale farmer. However, this is just one way to do things, and you may do things differently. That is very cool. But if you don't know much about gardening, or you have questions, I'll just take you through step by step what I'm doing and when I'm doing it, so you can go along for the ride. So, and hopefully do some of the things that you do when I do them. I made a little list of things that you may want to consider doing now. And the first thing I do is organize my seeds. And a lot of you know I'm a seed saver. So all these seeds over here are all different kinds of seeds I've saved. I've got Swiss chard seeds coming out of my ears. And then I give away seeds to friends and family, but I do keep them and I inventory them as to what they are, and I try to put everything in paper anymore. I used to do plastic, but that doesn't work very well. You can see some of these, like this is from 2017, but the seeds are still good and they still work, and I can show you how to do a germination test. So you're going to want to sit down and plan what you want to plant this year in your garden. You're going to want to make a plan, maybe even, draw out the shape of your garden and figure out where you want to plant stuff in there. You can do that, or you can wing it. I tend to wing things. I plant them in the greenhouse, I see what comes up, and then I look at my yard and see what feels best at that time. So you can do either way. But now you're going to want to organize your seeds. And if you don't have seeds, or you need to order seeds, go ahead and order them. Now is the time to really order them, because we're going to be starting many different kinds of seeds very soon. People always ask me who I order seeds from. I recommend 3 companies. There are lots of companies, and you can buy them in the grocery stores and, wherever you want. But I like these companies for various reasons. M.I. Gardner is my current favorite guy. He also has a YouTube station. His seeds are all organic, heirloom, open pollinated, which means this seed, or this plant, when it goes to seed for carrots, it's 2 years, every 2 years. You can save those seeds, and then, you'll put them in a container like that, and you'll always have seeds, so you only have to buy 1 packet. All of his packets are are 99 cents, and you get a fair amount in each packet, so I like him. He's also on the same, in the same grow zone I am, so when he gets seeds, I know that they'll work here. Territorial Seed Company, I also look for heritage open pollinated seeds. These are from 2018. They're still working because it is an open pollinated heirloom. This is something I want to keep and use from year to year. And finally, Adaptive Seed Company. This is a Pacific Northwest company. I live in the Pacific Northwest, so I know these seeds will work very well here. So these are the 3 companies I recommend. And then the next thing you're going to want to do when you get your seeds is you're going to want to look at the dates of when you want to plant and how you're going to plant them. So are you going to put them in the greenhouse or plant indoors, or are you going to sow directly into the ground? So if you have a packet of seeds like that, the information is going to be on the back. You're also going to want to get a thermometer so you can check the soil temperature. So sowing indoors, sowing outdoors, growing tips, fertilization tips, insects. So all that information is going to be on the back. I make a list of all my seeds, which I'll show you later. And then I put the dates that I want to have them in the ground by, or that I want to plant in the greenhouse by. The next thing I want to do is look at how much sun exposure my particular area of land is going to get. There's a really great website for this. I will link it below so you can say, all right, my plot of land that I'm using, or my many above ground beds, are here, but the sun's going to rise here and set over here, but I got this big tree there, so that part's going to be shaded. You know, so you can look at it like that and figure out, okay, if that's shaded, then I'm going to want to put my cold crops there, like my spinach or my lettuce, radish, you know, stuff like that. So we'll go through things a step at a time, but this is your homework for this week. Get going on this. So organize your seeds, order what you want, figure out your dates, figure out your sun exposure, and make a plan for your garden. All right. So tomorrow you're going to see seed collection and a look at onion seeds. We're going to be putting those into sowing indoors and in the garden really soon. And then after that, you're going to see broccoli seeds that I finished collecting this year, and we're going to do the same thing with that. And then we'll look at everything else we have and get that stuff in the ground or in the greenhouse. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll also put up a link to show you how you can find out what your last frost date is in your area, because a lot of the seeds will say plant after such and such a date. Let's say after your last frost date. Let's see if this one says it. I'm not seeing it, but a lot of the seed packets will say plant 2 weeks before your last frost date, something like that. So it's important for you to know those dates and write that down. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, and I guess welcome to the Gardening Masterclass. Thanks.